What is going on, guys? Thanks so much for stopping by the garage. I'm Brandon, this is Extreme Daily Drivers, and today we're going to be reviewing a new horn for our 2006 Jeep Commander. That's right, the old Jeep Commander just hit 200,000 miles. Can you believe it? I know when I was looking to buy one of these, I never thought I'd see 200,000 miles, but here we are, 200,000 miles, and just like any car that's ever had a ton of miles on it, things are starting to fail. Yeah, just little wear items. You know, I had to replace the water pump a month or two ago. I had to replace an O2 sensor, wound up throwing a code. So little things are starting to wear out on the Jeep, which, like I said, it's gonna happen to any car with that many miles on it. Not to mention it's now 20 years old. And believe it or not, the horn, that's right, the horn is starting to wear out. I know that's probably hard to believe, like, dude, how much honking are you actually doing? But the thing is this, when you lock your car with the Jeep, it makes a beep with the horn. And who knows how many times that Jeep has been locked over 20 years. But the little horn is starting to wear out. Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's my old key fob for the Jeep. And every time you lock it, it makes a beep. Now, did you hear that horn? Not exactly what we're going for, right? That thing sounds like it's wearing out. And if it sounds normal to you, that's fine that you think that, but believe me, it's worn out. I know, it's different than it was even 2 months ago. So today, we're not really gonna do much of an install video. This is more of a review video, and these are the horns we're gonna be installing. So these are by Fiamm, I think that's how you say it. I got these off Amazon, link down in the description. And these should be a pretty standard replacement for anything that is like Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. I kind of think they're all relatively the same. So what we got here is 2 horns, a little bracket that I don't know if we're gonna be able to use, and then some wiring. Now, I actually haven't checked to see if all this stuff's gonna work. I'm hoping it's gonna be plug and play. I guess we're gonna find out. But essentially, you say, hey, why 2 horns, man? Well, because there's a high and a low, and they're actually labeled. See the L there and the H there? So when you just go ahead and, you know, lock your doors, that's gonna be the low horn. And then when you actually beep at somebody, that's gonna be the high horn. Now, I'm gonna do a before and after at the end of this video to show you the difference between what we currently have on the Jeep now and how this is gonna sound. But the high horn for now is actually working pretty well. So we could actually just replace the low horn, but for just a couple extra bucks, the high horn comes in this nice little kit here. I think it's gonna be easier to do just both at the same time. Plus, I'm from New Jersey. I use my horn all the time. I don't want that thing wearing out. So on my car, the horn is located right here on the passenger side, right behind the front bumper. There looks like there are some plugs we have to undo and a bolt or 2 to remove the bracket. Let me get my wrenches and pull this thing off. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Funny thing, there's a 13mm bolt holding this bracket of these horns on. It's like ridiculous overkill. But anyway, you'll notice that our brackets are a little bit different. I could probably just swap these over to this, but I'm gonna try to make this work first. So I'm gonna transfer the bolt over. I wonder if it even fits. Doesn't look like it's gonna fit. No, of course it doesn't. We'll make that bigger. But wiring wise, seems pretty simple. And I think these are gonna be pretty much the same. So yeah, I will make sure that this end winds up on, I'll figure out if this is the high or low side, and that way they're wired the same. So if you notice that this one here, my thumb is, it says high right there. It's probably really hard to see, but in this other one, it says low. So the little bracket is gonna go on the low side. I've never really looked at horns. It's never been a car part of interest to me. But when I started to look for replacements, I came across this company, Fiamm, and I immediately remembered that back when I was in like high school or right out of high school, I wore out the horn on my Nissan Hardbody by holding it on and being obnoxious with it for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something like that. I just held it on and it wound up like completely wearing out to a whimper. And in New Jersey, you have to get your car inspected. And one of the things that you check during inspection is whether or not your horn works. So I had to get it fixed. And I wound up buying a Fiamm horn to replace it. And I remember it working pretty well. So fingers crossed, this one's gonna be good too. Grab the old drill with a step bit on there, made that hole a little bit wider. And now that bolt will fit right through. And this bracket will work. Let me throw this on the car. So if you guys are fans of this channel, you guys are seeing me do tons and tons of modifications to all of our vehicles here, and rarely, I'm talking like never, do they actually just go how they're supposed to, right? There's always some radical modification that has to be done, or there's some sort of incredible disassembly that has to happen in order for me to reinstall this thing. Well, let me tell you, replacing a horn is just as easy as it should be. So that bracket worked fine. I did have to open the hole up a little bit with a drill, but all the wiring worked, everything plugged in, everything is good. Let me show you the final install. So you can see it right here, mounted up again with that insane 13mm bolt. I swear to God, this Jeep is built like a tank, dude. 13mm bolt to hold 2 plastic horns or whatever these things are made out of. But yeah, the wiring plugged right in. Everything's good. I already tested it. Sounds good. Let me let you guys hear it now. So there you have it, guys. New horns on the old Jeep Commander. I think these things cost like $18 if I remember correctly. Whatever the price is down in the description. It is an affiliate link. It does help the channel if you use it. But yeah, Fiamm horns, really good replacement for your stock units. Super easy to install, easy to wire up and all that jazz. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Later.